so green.
Yeah, I'm fucking green. Let's go.
Hello, I'm Jacob Bellotti, and I am joined, as always, by the very green, the defying gravity, the there's nothing for Wizard and I, Larry Saperstein. Hello.
I'm green. And I am excited. It's just that we just began, and this green is already kind of driving me crazy. But it'll be a lot of fun.
So here we are, and welcome to... I don't know how to do this show anymore. Welcome to Let's Talk About That.
Halloween special.
Yes.
All systems are a go.
Talking database activated.
Begin in 3, 2, 1.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about what? Let's talk about who? Let's talk about me. Let's talk about you. Let's talk about that. Girl, I cannot believe we are talking about that.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Let's talk about that. Girl, we are in full... So first of all, this is a podcast.
Yeah.
An audio medium.
If you are listening on like an audio medium right now, please, I beg of you, just at least look at one clip.
on social media at Let's Talk About That pod.
Visual clip, because the amount of work that just went into us in these costumes.
So Larry is Elphaba and I am Glinda.
Yes.
As we are talking about Halloween, of course, we thought it would be appropriate to pay tribute to Wicked, something we talk about a lot on this show.
And we are anticipating with giddy and glee the premiere of the Wicked movie in just under 1 month.
That is right. It is coming soon, and of course, we will be doing a full episode devoted to the Wicked movie. So I can't wait for that.
We'll get back up in the drag.
No, we will not do this again. This is incredibly uncomfortable for both of us. I'm wearing this is like a latex shirt that is just boiling hot.
It's cute.
Well, it's boiling hot.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here. We're both wearing a lot of makeup. Yours is green.
I can't touch my face. I can't sneeze.
Yeah.
I can't let my face touch anything.
Yeah.
I've ruined probably all the clothes that I'm wearing with green makeup.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to be here.
Well, here we are, and let's talk about that. So let's talk about us.
Oh, let's talk about us.
Girl, I have had the most ridiculous social media week of all time.
Yeah. Tell me more about that.
So I guess Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it.
You know what I realized last night, just to get this off my chest before we get calling it X is like gay erasure.
Yes, I 100% agree with that.
I feel like the only people that call it X are straight people.
Yes, because it's the disgusting Elon people that do that.
And I just feel like anybody that's gay still calls it Twitter.
Yeah, it's Twitter.
Because it's still Twitter.
Well, it's not anymore. It's actually been ruined. And
I know.
It's horrible now.
But I want it to still be Twitter,
Now it's just like porn and graphic violence and hate speech.
Yeah,
so that's...
and Cynthia Erivo being mad about the... Actually, that was on Instagram. That wasn't even on
There you go. See, Twitter's completely ruined.
Did you see that about the Cynthia Erivo?
Yeah, that about the photo, right? She was mad about the photo.
Yes.
The fan edit on it.
She was really upset that they edited it and they removed her eyes.
Well, luckily we have taken photos both ways of it.
Yeah.
So that you can choose which one you like better.
I know, choose your own adventure.
On our Insta.
Anyway, sorry to interrupt your story.
Okay, so I was on Instagram or whatever, and I just my phone just started blowing up with notifications of all of these horrible comments on my page. I was like, what the fuck is happening? So I went on the Twitter and I searched my name, and apparently the Drag Race fandom is now blaming me for the problems they have with Global All-Stars.
Okay, and what are those problems?
So they claim that it is xenophobic production and that the top four being three people who were judged by RuPaul and one person who was not judged by RuPaul is unfair.
You had nothing to do with it.
Well, yes. More importantly, I wasn't even on set for this.
Right.
I was not filming where it was filmed in Colombia. The only thing I contributed to that season of RuPaul's Drag Race was coming up with a couple challenges that they used, I think. But like, it literally had nothing to do with me. So anyway, one fan, I guess, went to IMDb and saw that I was one of the producers on the show.
Right.
And they decided I was the villain of this entire thing. They literally tweeted, Jacob Bellotti is the real villain here. He is the devil. That's what they tweeted.
They said you're the devil.
They said I'm the devil. And then, and they said I need to be held accountable for xenophobic production. That, by the way, I had nothing to do with.
Right.
And then the person went so far as to post a link or picture of my Instagram page underneath that and said, I think it's time we let this devil know what we think of the production.
That's just a lot.
And
just
so
a lot.
Then cue the next few days of my Instagram being flooded with hate comments, with you're a xenophobic asshole. They were replying to comments of people like who had commented on my posts already saying, you know, you're supporting a xenophobe. You're supporting a like disgusting racist. I'm like, what? Like,
it's not even a reach. It's like a full on jump out of an airplane leap. Like, do you know how many it's just, they just don't understand how like television works or how it gets made.
I didn't have anything to do with this. And I'll also say, I think the Drag Race fandom is the worst fucking fandom in the world. And I know some of our listeners are part of the Drag Race fandom. And I implore you to do better online, because these people online have been just horrible. And then like it was getting to a point where they were saying like really disgusting stuff, and so I just like sent like a little reply, which I realize now is a mistake because there's no reasoning with people like this.
Yeah, you just need to like let them.
But I replied, I was like, hey, just want to let you know, like, all I did was come up with some challenges. Like, I totally hear your concerns, sending love, like, but I didn't have anything to do with this. And then they said, you know what you did? You gave the better parts to the queens who were judged by Rue. Completely unacceptable. This is xenophobic. I'm like, girl, shut the fuck up. Like, okay, go touch some grass and get the fuck off my page.
It's just you didn't give anyone parts.
I didn't do any of that.
You weren't there.
It was ridiculous.
Like, and there's no evidence that supports that you did any of that.
Right.
Like,
the thing that this fandom does is they just decide something is true, and then everyone's just like, okay.
Right.
And it's like, what the fuck is that? Like, and now I'm being harassed because of that? It's ridiculous.
It's just crazy to me because you really didn't do any of those things.
Like, Global All-Stars was one of the least involved seasons that I was a part of. Like, I did not do much for that.
You don't even work there anymore.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I don't work there.
Yeah.
So, stop coming for me, okay?
Yeah, it's a lot. I'm sorry that you're dealing with that.
Yeah, it's been a lot, and now I've deleted these comments because I don't want that on my little feed. Yeah. And I am here to spread positivity and light on the podcast.
And we love fandoms, by the way. Don't let's not knock all fandoms.
Oh, well, I specifically mentioned the Drag Race fandom, girl.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying.
I think it's great when there's a community of people who love something.
Yeah.
But I think you need to be a little nicer online, is what I think.
Yeah. And I think that, High School Musical, the musical, the series fandom, the nice ones, we love you.
You know what I mean? We love you.
That's just what I feel like I need to say here.
Okay.
But,
well, the Drag Race fandom, fuck you. Okay. That's what I'm saying here on the podcast.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, you're not in the Drag Race fandom. So
no, I don't even watch the show. That's another thing. I don't even watch it
anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, you used to watch it a lot.
Yes, I used to watch it, and it's like I would watch the work that I produced, but like, well, I'm not watching. Like, who cares? So leave me alone on the Instas, and I'm good. Okay?
Yeah. They just need to
take
a little chill pill.
Hello.
Well, it's nearing the end of October.
Yes, tomorrow I think is Halloween, right?
It'll be like 4 days after this comes out.
Oh, okay.
So like this comes out on Monday, Halloween's Thursday.
Okay,
so 3
work.
days. 3 days.
Okay, Diva.
So let's, what are some things you're looking forward to this Halloween?
Girl, I really want to go trick-or-treating. Is that bad?
No. I don't know how or when or like logistically how we could make that a reality. But
on Halloween, we go around carrying little bags in costume and say trick or treat, girl.
Okay, but like if we did that, would people like not give us candy?
It's Los Angeles.
Do adults go trick or treating in Los Angeles?
I feel like they do.
Okay.
I just want to get some good candy. Why don't we go to the street on Pasadena? There's like a street on Pasadena that everyone talks about being like the best Halloween street.
In the town of Pasadena?
Yeah.
So you're asking us to drive to Pasadena so that we can go trick-or-treating?
Well, I want the king-size candy bars, honey. Where else am I going to get those?
Bel Air?
I'm not getting them in West Hollywood.
Yeah, that's true.
You know? So.
I mean, I wouldn't take any candy from anyone in West Hollywood.
No, I absolutely would not either. That is a very dangerous game. But I really want to get Halloween candy. I love candy, and it's Halloween.
How do adults get candy? Like, do adults go to the store and just like buy candy?
I mean, we could like just buy candy, but that's so lame. I want people to give it to me for free.
Yeah, I understand that. I understand.
That's one of the joys of Halloween.
Yeah, I hear you. I haven't been trick-or-treating in a really long time.
No, me either.
Probably like over a decade.
You were trick-or-treating at 16?
I definitely went trick-or-treating like one time in high school. But I said over a decade.
So you're trick-or-treating when you were 15?
Probably 14.
Okay.
Probably 14 was the last year.
I think 11 or 12 was my last time.
Well, you just weren't a fun teenager like me. I was so fun. I had so many friends. I was so cool. And I was going trick-or-treating.
Okay, so we're gonna have an episode where we talk all night. We're gonna have an episode that's called "Let's Talk About Saying Nice Things to Jacob."
Okay, I'm obviously kidding. It was sarcasm. The chasm was so wide. It was a sarcasm.
Yeah,
that's what I said.
Honey, we need to be nice to Jacob on the podcast today
because your feelings are a little fragile.
Jacob is in a very fragile emotional.
Xenophobe!
Hey,
it's bad. We shouldn't make that joke.
That's a bad joke, Larry, and I want you to keep that in so that people know that you make terrible jokes on the pod.
That's not true.
But yeah, I wish we could go trick-or-treating. We should go to that street in Pasadena, though. Someone was telling me, oh, you know what it was? I got a haircut, and the barber was telling me about this street in Pasadena where the good trick-or-treating candy is.
Does your haircutter go? Your barber?
Yeah, he takes his nephews.
Okay, so he doesn't go for himself.
Well, we need some small children to associate ourselves with so that we can go trick-or-treating with
I don't
them.
think we should be associating with any small children.
Well,
in any capacity, in any way. Unless they are our children that we, birth.
Okay, I guess that's fair. But why does no one in our lives have like a small child that we could go trick-or-treating with?
Well, I guess we'd have to go back to Utah.
Yeah, that's true. We'd have to go with Kate and her son.
So,
oh well,
that's our.
Oh,
nearest.
How about that episode, girl? That episode was so good,
so amazing, and it really, was the moment where we realized we should be Glinda and Elphaba.
I know. That's literally where we had this epiphany, and here we are on the podcast following through with what we said we were going to do.
I am so uncomfortable right now.
I know, me too. I
really so physically uncomfortable.
I am. My butt is a swamp.
Oh wow!
At the moment, and
my butt's okay. It's more my face.
Oh, okay.
And like my head.
Yeah, my face is uncomfortable because of the sheer volume of makeup.
Yeah.
But also this shirt is really compressing all of my organs into uncomfortable shapes.
Right.
So there's that.
Yeah.
But in terms of other things I want to do for this Halloween, well, we went to the Knights of the Jack.
Yeah.
Which
super
we
fun.
love. We love. Yeah, it's a thing here.
Yeah, it's like this thing in I don't know, just like out in the wilderness.
It's like in it's like in the
it's like Calabasas.
Yeah, Topanga area.
Yeah. And basically it's like a ranch, like a like a property with like a big house on it, whatever. And but it's like it's no longer like a private property kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And they just set up all these like jack-o'-lanterns displays.
Yeah.
And you kind of walked through and see all the different jack-o'-lantern displays. It's really cool.
It's absolutely
gorgeous. We went last year and this year, and I also went the year before. I've gone 3 years in a row.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I didn't know that you went the year before.
Yeah.
Well, last year we had a lot of fun, and this year we had a lot of fun too. I mean, it was just... I loved seeing all the lights and all the sparkling, and they have Halloween music playing. You can get a little hot chocolate.
I know. The hot chocolate was a nice touch.
Yes, lovely touch.
Because it's chilly.
It
is.
You
don't expect it to be chilly, but it is chilly.
I know. A lot of people don't know this about Los Angeles. It actually is cold.
Yeah, at night.
At night, and especially if you're closer to the ocean or like in the mountain areas.
Yeah, which this is.
Right. It gets real chilly there.
Yeah.
And so we wore cute little cozy outfits, and we'll post pictures of that at Let's Talk About That pod on Insta, honey.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Another thing I want to do.
Go for it.
Is the LA Haunted Hayride.
Ooh, yeah.
Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about the LA Haunted Hayride for a second.
Okay, so because we went last year.
They were on Shark Tank at one point.
Oh, really?
The LA Haunted Hayride.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. It was like they were talking about how they were going to scale the business of like the LA Haunted Hayride.
And did the sharks buy in?
I think they did, actually.
Really?
But then I think the whole company was bought out by another company that produces kind of like themed, especially like scary like entertainment. It's called like Door 13 or something like that. I don't know.
Okay. Well, regardless, I am excited to go again because last year we had some wild things happen at that event. Do you remember? We were we were in line and Channing Tatum and Zoe Kravitz were standing there.
Yes. And Channing Tatum was like hogging the like
girl. He decided no. So here's what happened. Here's the tea.
Yeah.
So first of all, we noticed it was Channing Tatum and Zoe Kravitz.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, Channing Tatum is surprisingly short.
Is he?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I don't think I really realized until they were gone.
Like, I was taller than Channing Tatum, which I didn't really expect. And then I guess all actors are kind of short. That's kind of a thing for acting.
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Like Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is tiny.
Tom Holland,
he's a small man, too.
Yeah, me.
Yeah. Larry Saperstein. Very small, 5'6".
I think I'm 5'7".
Yeah, on a good day.
Excuse me.
And then, so Channing Tatum was standing there. So they ordered their food.
Yeah.
He got nachos.
Right.
I think she got a celery stick.
A celery stick?
I was just commenting on how skinny she was.
Oh, okay.
And so he had his nachos, and he decided he was going to eat his nachos right in front of like the napkin dispenser and condiment thing. There were a bunch of free tables that were open behind us. But he decided he was going to eat his entire thing of nachos at the napkin dispenser. Mm-hmm. So then when we went and ordered our food, I needed napkins. And so I said, "Excuse me," to Channing Tatum. And he looked at me like so weirdly, like I was being rude. And I grabbed the napkins and walked away. Because I don't care who you are. You could be Channing Tatum. You could be Catherine Hahn. I will say, excuse me, if you're blocking a napkin dispenser.
Yeah, don't hog the nap. That's Jacob's like primary rule. Yeah, don't hog the napkins.
Exactly. That is public property that you should not be hogging.
When we first met, like one of the first things you said to me was like, don't hog the napkins.
Right.
Because
it's important
I know
me.
how important napkins are to you.
They're very important to me because you know I'm a messy eater.
Yeah, but you're good about napkin use.
That's right. So Channing Tatum, we love you.
Yeah, we love you, Channing Tatum.
We love you.
Should we take a little journey down memory lane of Halloween's past?
I would love to do that.
Okay, well, last Halloween, 2023.
Yeah.
Starting out strong.
Okay. Oh, God. You want to talk about this on the podcast?
I think we should mention it.
Okay, so this is not public information yet. This is brand new, fresh tea that is being spilled on the pod right now.
This is Halloween night 2023 Jacob and I were going to like the West Hollywood Halloween parade.
Yeah.
And we got into a car accident. And Halloween was like kind of ruined.
We were on the 101.
Yeah.
It wasn't kind of ruined. It was completely ruined.
Yeah.
We were on the 101 and going 55 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And a car decided to cut in on the driver's side.
Yeah.
To my lane, like from out of nowhere. Like they
Right.
must have been going like 80 or something
Yeah,
and
they were-
speeding around.
yeah.
And then they just cut and missed or whatever.
Yep.
And so my car went into a tailspin.
Yep.
And smashed into the side barricade. I had scars that developed on my leg. I slammed my head into the side. Everything shattered. The car was completely totaled. Every airbag was deployed.
We were okay though. Like, ultimately, we're okay.
We were ultimately okay. And then we went to the hospital and all of that. And my car was ruined, so I had to get a new car.
But you have a great car now.
I do have a great car now. However, LAPD, we don't love you.
Ooh.
Because obviously, like you could see on my car, and there's pictures of it.
Yeah.
The clear dent that
Right.
was made into the driver's side door by
Right.
the car that hit us.
Right.
But because that driver did a hit and run.
Yes, he
they
did.
did.
We were never able to find.
They
the
did not
person
stop,
who
and
hit
my
us.
guess is that is because it was Halloween. They were probably drunk and they didn't want a
Potentially, yeah.
DUI, so
Right.
they didn't stop at the scene of the accident.
Right.
The California is a lovely at-fault state, so somehow I was responsible for an accident where I was completely blindsided.
Yeah.
And it sucked because the insurance paid nothing.
Yeah.
State Farm, fuck you. You paid nothing, and I will never do an ad for you. I don't care if they want to pay us $50 million. You will never get an ad on Let's Talk About That.
Wow.
Fuck you, State Farm.
Wow.
Did not pay a cent
Yeah.
towards the accident. The whole thing cost me over $30,000.
Yeah.
So that was really not fun.
So
That was Halloween.
The tone going into this Halloween is redemption. Okay.
Yes.
We're redeeming Halloween. We're taking back.
Yes.
We're taking ownership.
We are
over
not going to be on the
Halloween.
101.
We're not taking the 101 this
No.
Halloween. We will not be taking the freeway
No.
at all
No.
on Halloween. But we will be having fun, okay? And we will be enjoying ourselves.
Yeah,
And
so
we will be having a good time.
What do you want to do on actual Halloween?
I'm gonna
Trick-or-treating?
trick-or-treating, but also just to speak it into existence, we had a very lovely friend and guest on this podcast, Day Mori, who does awesome shows at the Magic Castle.
Yeah.
And I would love to go see a magic show at the Magic Castle. I think that is spooky Tina fun. Love that.
That would be really fun, actually.
Right?
Like, I would love to be there because, first of all, I've never been. I don't think
neither.
you have either, right?
Me neither, nope.
Yeah. And second of all, I think, like, that is the perfect, like, unique LA experience.
But it's also chill.
Right.
It's also relaxing.
It's very demure.
But it's also spooky and Halloweeny.
Yeah.
So I love that.
Yeah, I do love that. I will reach out to him and see what he says.
Yeah.
About
And
it.
if you listen to the podcast, Day,
We love
just
you.
Give us a call. Let us know if you haven't heard from us.
Shoot me a text,
But
honey.
we'll reach out to you before this
Yeah.
airs.
Avada Kedavra!
Hey,
Sorry, I'm
Elphaba
holding-
is more powerful than Glinda, so don't even come for me.
That's true. Although in the book, Glinda is way more powerful than Elphaba.
That's true.
Clock that tea, honey.
Yeah, in the book, Elphaba doesn't really have any magical powers.
No, she
Like,
doesn't.
Not really at all.
She just has a path to the Vinkus.
Yeah.
Which is disgusting.
And like the broom doesn't even really. She does fly around in the broom, but it doesn't happen till much.
And the broom
much
doesn't
later.
like her. The broom,
Right,
the broom resists.
Yeah, the
her.
broom is.
The broom is kind of a diva
It's kind
in
of like
the book.
the broom is like magic on its own. Like
Yeah.
it's not really Elphaba giving the broom magic. It's like the broom is magic on its own.
The broom is kind of a diva in the book.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like a little bit of a
What's
diva
the name
moment.
of the like daughter character in the Wicked book?
The
That's
daughter
The daughter. The daughter
of whom?
of Sarima.
Oh,
The one who flies on the broom first.
you're really testing my
Well,
memory.
There's like another character in the Wicked book, not in the movie, or not in the movie, not in the Broadway show, definitely not in the movie.
Yeah.
But who like flies
they
on
add
the broom
Sarima
first.
into the movie.
Yeah. That's dark. It's dark. The Wicked book is very dark.
No, it's
If we're
not a good
talking-
book at
yeah.
all, actually.
I know it wasn't my favorite. I think it's kind of amazing how they made like the musical be so amazing
When the book is so terrible.
It's not as terrible, I think, as maybe you think. I mean, I
Why
thought,
is that?
I mean, I think it's interesting. Like when we were talking about it and you kind of, we had a whole conversation about the themes of it. I was like, there are themes in the book and I do think they're interesting. Like I do think it has an interesting point of view, but it's not
It's
as
told in the most
engaging.
disgusting way I could ever imagine.
It's a little like gross and it's
not a little gross. It's very gross.
yeah, it's very graphic.
They talk a lot about Elphaba's vagina when she's like 9 years old.
Yeah, there's a lot of like talking about sex in like a very like misogynistic way,
And also like about children.
Yes,
They talk about
yes,
children
yes.
graphically having sex in that book.
don't love that.
Which is
Don't like that at all.
horrifying.
And they cut all that out of the musical. Thank God.
Well, thank God, because that would have been closed
I
2
wonder-
nights after opening.
yeah, I wonder like how the author of the book feels about the musical. Probably fine because he's made bajillions of dollars.
Bajillions of dollars, but honestly, he doesn't deserve it because he wrote such a disgusting, misogynistic book
Yeah.
that he should not make a single penny from Wicked.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah. How did we get on Wicked? What was I was passionate about something else.
Honestly, don't remember.
Okay. We were talking about the Magic Castle, and then we were talking about... So I said Avada Kedavra.
Oh, and I said Elphaba
because
is more powerful than Glinda.
Right, because I am holding a prop wand.
Yeah.
Which you can't see if you're listening to
Once
this.
again, if you're listening to this, please just watch a clip.
Watch a
Just watch
clip.
at least one clip.
My God,
we put
we-
so much work into their
This
costume.
just took so long, and I am so uncomfortable. These pants are vintage couture.
Yes,
It's too much.
come on, vintage.
Okay, but they don't really stretch, so
Yeah.
the sitting is not very comfortable.
Right, of course.
Okay, let's talk about that right after this.
Woo!
And we're back.
Yes, we are back. We were going down memory lane. Halloween's past.
Yes.
Do you remember what you did in 2022 for Halloween?
What did I do? Well, I was that was the first season of The White Lotus, so I was Jennifer Coolidge's
Okay.
character.
Okay, fun.
Tonya, I think. Tanya. Tonya is the movie.
I think that's also Tanya.
No, it's Tonya.
Tonya?
Well, that's how I say it.
Tonya?
That's how I say it.
I'm pretty sure it's Tanya.
Okay.
It's always Tanya.
Regardless, I was Jennifer Coolidge. I absolutely nailed the look. And this was first season. Okay. This was before any of you bitches were on the White Lotus train. Okay.
Right.
This is before any of you were doing
2022. Sorry, 2022 was season 2 of The White Lotus.
that. No.
Yes.
Season 1.
2020 White Lotus.
Oh, maybe I did that for 2021. No.
2022 was season 2 because, and I know this, because I was in Salt Lake City filming High School Musical season 4, and we all talked about season 2 of The White Lotus. I watched the finale of season 2
If you were
of The
filming
White...
season 4, then it was 2023.
No. Season 4 came out in 2023, and we filmed it in 2022.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Okay.
So season 4 of High School Musical, the musical series, came out in August of 2023. It was filmed in the fall of 2022.
Yes, that's right. I remember when you went.
Season 2
Yeah.
of The White Lotus finished airing in December of 2022.
Okay, so it started airing after Halloween.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But season 1 of The White Lotus was the year before. Did you possibly do
I
it?
don't remember because I remember my friend Chloe did Mayor of Easttown, and I did Jennifer Coolidge of The White Lotus, and we went as HBO miniseries leads.
Love that.
So I don't remember what year that was, but that's what I did.
Could it be possible that that was in 2021?
It is possible because
Okay.
Mayor of Easttown did come out in 2021.
Mayor of Easttown came out in 2019.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
No, it did not.
Yes, it did.
Larry, you're wrong.
Alexa, what year was Mayor of Easttown released on HBO?
From themarysou.com. Mayor of Easttown premiered on HBO on April 18th, 2021.
April
Oh, okay.
18th,
All right.
2021
I thought it was
is what
2019.
Alexa just told us.
All right, I'm sorry. I thought it was
so
2019.
suck on that, Larry.
All right. I said I'm sorry. I accept defeat. I thought it came out before COVID.
Yeah, it did not. No.
All right.
You watched it this year.
I know, but I looked at the Wikipedia and stuff.
Oh, well, it came out in 2021.
Okay.
I remember it well.
All right.
And so we went, it might have been that year that we did that. It's like Halloween is a jumble in my mind. And maybe the next year I did nothing because I was sad and alone. I don't remember.
Okay.
It's possible.
Well, I know what I did the last 3 Halloweens.
Yeah, well, I know what you did last year.
Yeah, last year, big, accident moment.
And I know what you did the year before.
The year before, I went to Knights of the Jack on Halloween.
Yeah.
I was not in Salt Lake City, Utah on Halloween.
Right.
But, so I did Knights of the Jack, which we already talked about. The year before, I went as the berries and cream guy. Remember the berries and cream lad?
No.
You don't remember this?
No.
Like, you don't remember the meme of the berries and cream lad?
What is that?
Berries and cream, berries and cream. I'm a little lad who loves berries and cream.
What? I've never heard that before in my entire life, and I'm not like just saying this for the pod. I'm not saying any like I have never.
You're
heard
really
of this.
not on the internet.
What
or
do you
you're
mean?
just like in a subset of the internet that is just like not like the
What is
whole
that
internet.
from?
It's from TikTok, the internet. It's from the internet.
Honey, I'm not on TikTok.
But it was big everywhere. It wasn't just TikTok that it was big on. It was big everywhere.
No, sweetheart, it wasn't.
Berries and cream.
Because I was
berries
on
and
the
cream.
Twitters. I was on the Twitters.
And I think it was big on the Twitter too.
it was not on the Twitters because I would know about it.
Well, what it is it was a Skittles commercial. No, Starburst
Okay.
from like the mid 2000s, and it was advertising Starburst berries and cream, like the flavor. And it was this like character, and he was like, berries and cream, berries and cream. I'm a little lad who loves berries and cream. And then it like resurfaced on TikTok in 2021. And then the guy who like was the actor of that kind of like had a moment, like, kind of being famous. And then,
Honey,
yeah,
I never heard of this.
that's so crazy to me.
Like not once ever.
Well, that's who I was for Halloween that year. It was really fun. And everyone was like, oh my gosh, you're the berries and cream lad. And I was like, yeah.
People knew what it was?
Yes.
I think we might have been on alternate timelines.
Like, people came up to me and they were like, love your costume.
Like, I think we were in alternate timelines that...
It's so crazy
that
to me that you
merged.
don't know this.
Why is that? I think
'Cause it
it's
was
crazy
such a
that you
big moment.
know this and made a costume based
It
on
was
it.
such a big moment.
I mean, it's not like Free Shavakadu, like...
That's a Vine, though.
Well, that was like a famous internet moment.
And so was berries and cream.
Well, that was not something I ever heard of.
We'll look it up after this.
Okay.
And then the year before was 2020, and I was in Salt Lake City.
Wait, but
filming.
you didn't say what you did as the...
Oh my gosh, I went to a party. I went with Scott Hoying from Pentatonics
Oh.
to a party that was hosted by someone who I don't know. I didn't know who it was. I was just brought to this party. It was like a makeup person. And then Patrick Starr from One Size
Yes,
Beauty showed up.
I know him.
And he was like a kind of wizardy person. But the fierce thing was he had a ring light on his like staff. He had like a prop that was like a staff. And there was a ring light on it. So you could like, if you were like, can we take a photo? He's like, sure. And then he went boop on the staff and then was like, with the ring light. So he always had good lighting. I kind of thought that was fierce.
It's something.
Yeah.
I don't know if fierce is the word I was thinking, but that is certainly something.
I thought it was kind of fierce, so.
Well, I didn't do anything like that ever on Halloween.
Well, so since you've moved to LA, did you have any like fun Halloweens?
I thought last year was going to be fun.
Okay, this is turning into a depressing. No, we had fun last year, but we had fun on Halloween weekend.
Yes, we went to a questionable party in Echo Park.
It wasn't questionable. It was super fun.
No, it was super fun. There was
What made it questionable?
just a lot of things there that were questionable.
Oh, I thought it was fun.
Yeah.
I was in full drag. Not
know.
on Halloween night, but at that party, I was in full drag.
I know you were. You were wearing my breastplate.
Yeah, I was wearing a breastplate, like wig, and I was just like, because I was in a comedy show where there was this like Maleficent dress, and I was like, what if I just went in drag in this dress?
Yeah.
And that's what I did.
Yeah. It was fun.
Shout out to my friend Steven, or our friend Steven. There's multiple Stevens that we're friends with, but
two Stevens.
shout out to Steven who helped me get into drag last year.
Yeah, it was fun. And I went as RuPaul in But I'm a Cheerleader.
Yes.
Wearing the
Straight,
shirt.
Straight is great.
Straight
shirt.
is great shirt. With
Iconic reference.
It was an iconic reference, and I always like to do that on Halloween.
Yes.
I was the queen of Halloween in college, I'll tell you that.
Now, when you were Elsa,
I was Elsa one year.
that was on Halloween?
And
it was snowing?
Yeah, it was full drag, full like everything, padding, boots the house down, cinching, the whole shebang.
Right.
Elsa, in platform heels that were ginormous,
But there was snow.
Yeah, Syracuse.
That is crazy to me. I don't think I've ever experienced a Halloween where there's snow on Halloween.
Oh, well, Syracuse, New York, the snowiest city in America.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's so wild to me.
Yeah.
When is the first snow there? Like, when does it start to snow?
Sometimes in August, sometimes in September, sometimes in October, sometimes in November.
August?
Yeah.
It can snow.
Well, it snowed on
August?
Move Out Day one year, which was in May. So it snowed in May.
It can really just snow the whole year.
Yeah, it could. Although it gets hot during the summer. It does.
Wow.
Yeah, it gets hot and muggy during the summer.
I mean, we were there in February. Was there snow? There was like there were bits of snow.
Yeah, there was a bit of snow. It wasn't actively snowing while we were there, but we went like the 2 days it wasn't snowing.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, snow all the time there.
That's wild to me.
Yeah, but I really wanted to talk about Halloween movies.
Oh, you want to talk about Halloween movies?
Because last
Which one?
year,
Halloween Town, Halloween Town 2, Calabar's Revenge, Halloween Town 3, Halloween Town High, or Halloween Town 4, Return to Halloween Town? Which one? We can talk about any four.
Look at my life.
We can talk about any four of those movies.
Well, here's the tease. So last year we were like very in the spirit, and we until the accident, that was before the accident.
Yeah, well, it's fine because we ended with a literal bang.
Yeah, a horrific crunching noise actually is really how it ended, and screaming, "I love you, I love you, I love you."
Yeah.
But anyway, before that, we were watching. This is a dark episode, girl. It's Halloween. It's spooky. We were watching like Halloween movies every night. Do you remember that?
I do. Yeah.
We watched so many Halloween movies.
We watched The Shining.
Yeah.
We watched.
Well, I wasn't there when you watched The Shining.
Oh, I thought you were.
No, you didn't invite me.
Whoa. Not invite you that is the stretch.
No, it's true. That's what happened. And
I just don't think you were here.
No, you actively didn't invite me.
Honey, that's not. I never would have actively not invited you.
You did it the other day.
That's not true.
Then we watched all the Halloween Towns, right?
We watched, or at least 3 of them. I don't remember if we probably watched all 4.
No, we didn't watch the one that was in a high school.
Okay, so we only watched 2 of them.
Oh.
So then there were 2 that we still need to watch.
Okay, well, we watched both Hocus Pocuses.
Yes.
Which
wait, was Hocus Pocus 2 last year?
No, it was 2 years ago.
Wow, okay.
That the Hocus Pocus 2 came out.
2022.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Starring Cornbread the Snack Jete.
Right. Crazy.
Yeah, and I think Ginger Minj, right? Ginger Minj.
Yeah, and there was another queen.
Yeah.
I think it was
I can't remember.
It was Kamora Hall, right?
Oh, it might have been Kamora Hall, you're right.
Yeah.
or Kimora Black. One of those.
No. It was Kimora Hall.
Oh, okay. Well, we watched both Hocus Pocuses. We watched other ones too, but this year we really haven't watched any.
I know, but honestly, this year there's been so much other TV. And we're watching Agatha All Along. That's spooky, and we've been watching that every week.
No, you're right. We are watching Agatha All Along. I guess that's true because last year there was no fall lineup. So we just had so much time to watch movies and
There's just been
movies.
So much TV that we're just watching.
I know.
So much good fall TV.
I know, but I really would like to watch some Halloween movies before Halloween is over.
Well, is there one that we haven't watched that you'd like to watch?
I don't know.
Well, this is a great segment.
Well, I would like to watch fall Halloween movies. What's wrong with that?
Nothing's wrong with it.
We haven't watched them. So this is my.
Do you have a favorite Halloween movie?
Yeah, The Nightmare Before Christmas has always been my favorite.
I think that's a Thanksgiving movie.
No,
that's my theory.
It's not a Thanksgiving
That's my
movie.
theory. I say this every year. It's a Thanksgiving movie.
It is fully about the Halloween characters, regardless of if they go to Christmas Town or whatever. It is about the Halloween characters.
I understand.
Which therefore classifies it as a Halloween movie.
I hear you. That's actually a really great argument.
Isn't it?
You might be changing my opinion.
Thank you. It's literally about all of the Halloween characters.
Yeah. I hear that.
Plus Catherine O'Hara is in it. Hello.
I mean, the queen of Halloween.
Yeah. Beetlejuice.
In other news, Catherine Hahn created an Instagram.
Oh my God. We have to talk about that because literally I was saying this to you like a few weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
I was like, Catherine Hahn is not on Instagram.
Right.
I want to tag her in this wonderful photo of us.
Where we're best friends.
And all of a sudden today I found out she has an Instagram now.
She just made it.
She just made it. And her bio is, my kid made me do this.
Love.
It's
called Mother Hahn.
Mother Hahn.
At
Mother Hahn.
We love you.
Love you.
So my favorite Halloween movies are the Disney Channel movies, hands down. Like Disney Channel does Halloween movies right. Halloween Town, Halloween Town 2.
Again, I had not seen any of those until we watched them together last year.
But they're fierce. Can I list some Halloween Town movies Halloween movies that I enjoy?
Yeah, absolutely.
Halloween Town 2, Calabar's Revenge. Halloween Town 3, Halloween Town High. Halloween Town 4, Return to Halloween Town. Twitches.
Never seen it.
Twitches is fierce.
Okay.
And Twitches 2 is also fierce.
Okay, what's that
I don't
one
really
about?
remember what Twitches 2 is about. I do remember Twitches 1, though.
What is Twitches about?
It's Tia and Tamara. Mowry. And they're twin witches.
I didn't realize
Twitches.
it was Tia and Tamara.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God.
I know. We should watch that.
We should watch it.
I can't believe that you haven't watched it.
No, I haven't, although they've had a huge falling out in recent days. Have you seen that?
Yeah, it's really sad. I hope they find their peace. I hope they come back to love. They're twins.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
They should love each other.
Everybody say love.
Love. I don't know. What other Disney Halloween movies are there?
You would be the expert. Hocus Pocus is technically Disney now.
It's not Disney Channel. Well, it's always Disney, but it's not Disney Channel.
Was it always? Was it the first one a Disney movie?
Yep.
I didn't know it was a Disney movie.
Disney Hocus Pocus.
I didn't know that.
Yep. I mean, that's a pretty fierce lineup right there already.
Yeah, but you don't really like scary
No, I don't
movies.
like scary. I think there is a difference between... Yeah, see, this is the thing. I don't think scary movies are Halloween movies. Like you can have a scary movie any time of year.
Well, there's some scary movies, like such as the movie Halloween.
I know.
Which are Halloween themed.
I know. So that's a crossover. I think that's a Halloween movie.
Yeah.
But I think that like Halloween movies are movies that are about Halloween, not necessarily movies that are scary.
Right, but there are a lot of scary movies that are set at Halloween.
Then those count.
You know, here's an argument for you. Stranger Things Season 2. Is that a Halloween thing?
Doesn't that one happen during?
That one's the Halloween one.
Yeah, but that's only the beginning. By the end, it's winter.
By the end, it's November 2nd.
Where they do
it happens in like
the
2
snowball.
days.
The snowball.
Well, they fast forward to that, but most of the entire season takes place
it's
like
been
at
so
Halloween.
long, I don't remember.
Yeah, like that's like that's like a 1 month later thing. That they do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then yes.
You think it is?
If it's like centering around the theme of Halloween, then yes.
Yeah, they go trick or treating in that season. So
then yes, 100%. Yeah, I remember the Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
that was so iconic.
Is Ghostbusters a Halloween movie?
I don't know. What would you?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think it's just paranormal,
right?
And a little campy.
I mean, all the movie like there's no judgment to if you want to watch a scary movie on Halloween.
Yeah,
everyone can enjoy Halloween in their own way.
That's right.
But for me, I just think I love the Disney ones because they're like fall. They're like fall themed.
Yeah,
and
I hear
they
ya.
have like a Halloween, kind of tilt. But they're not necessarily scary.
No, I hear that. And I still want to watch your horror movie that you were in.
Yes, I was in a horror movie. Also not Halloween.
Yeah, but it just Halloween reminds me of spooky things.
Yeah.
And I still haven't seen your horror movie. I know that you get tortured in it, which is very upsetting to me.
I do get a little tortured, not as tortured as some of the other people.
I know, but that's very upsetting to me.
Yeah.
I don't want to see you get tortured.
Yeah, I do survive. My character doesn't die.
Okay, well, that's a huge spoiler.
Yeah. But that movie is called Porno. Which sounds very dirty, but it was a South by Southwest premiere feature.
There you go.
Hello.
I mean, that's pretty big.
And it was about a sex demon.
Yeah,
a group of teenagers that find a sex demon.
Sounds a little perverse, honey.
I guess, but it was more about like repression and like finding your sexuality as a teenager and people that are like not able to do that because of like religion.
So it was actually a queer iconic film.
A little. There was like
it's a queer cult classic.
There were a lot of queer themes in it. A lot.
I love that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the demon like can change gender. So like
we got a transgender demon.
Yeah. Or non-binary.
A non-binary demon, even better.
Agender. I mean, so sometimes she presented as female, and sometimes it was usually female, but then
because
sometimes
they wanted to show tits.
Yes, but they also showed dick. They also showed dick and balls. Yeah, it wasn't just like female nudity.
Where was the dick and balls? Was it your dick and balls?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
That would have been a lot.
Yeah. No. No, but yeah, I mean also I was playing like a character that was under 18. It was only characters that were over the age of 18.
Oh, okay. You know who was in that? You were in the movie.
Yeah.
The guy from Mayor of Easttown.
Yeah, Robbie Tan.
Yeah.
Shout out to Robbie Tan. We love you.
Love it.
All right. Well, what else? What else are you looking forward to this Halloween season?
I'm almost looking forward to it being over.
Really?
Halloween, I think, now gives me a little anxiety, and I think we need to work through it.
It might just be this is the first year.
Yeah.
I think this is very therapeutic. I think maybe the reason this episode is a little dark, and just to like be serious for a second, is like we dealt with a lot last Halloween.
Like a lot.
And like not to be like serious and dark, but it was like hard.
It was
and scary.
It was terrifying, and it caused me both emotional and financial complete ruin.
And like we just are like doing our best to work through it this Halloween, like for real. For real.
But I am grateful that I still have you by my side.
I'm grateful for you too, honey.
And that we made it through that whole endeavor.
We absolutely did.
By the way, I'm incredibly uncomfortable.
I know.
Currently, still. My pants have now split open in the back. So as I said, the bending is not good in these pants, and now they are ruined. So this has been a joy for me.
So before we go, just give us a list. Some of your favorite things about Halloween.
Candy.
Okay. Costumes.
Orange and purple.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Orange and purple, honey.
Candles.
Glinda and Elphaba.
Cats.
Okay, well that, I mean.
One year I went as a cat From the musical
From
Cats.
the musical Cats.
When I was in 4th grade, I went as a cat from the musical Cats for
Yes.
Halloween.
Yes.
And
nobody
fourth
had
grade-
any
fourth-
idea
maybe
that you
fifth
liked
grade.
men.
Yeah, maybe 5th grade. Maybe it was 5th grade.
Nobody knew you liked men.
Did you have like what? So was your favorite costume ever Elsa? What's your favorite Halloween costume ever?
I was a really cute Bob the Builder when I was like a small child. I'll
no,
show you a
that
picture.
is cute.
It was really cute, actually.
That is cute.
And what else have I been? I did love the Jen Coolidge one. I thought that was a really fun one.
Yeah, love.
That I did. I last year's didn't love the But I'm a Cheerleader one that I did.
Did you buy that for Halloween? Like, or did you already have it?
Specifically for Halloween.
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, I got the shorts, the socks, the shirt, the sweatshirt, and the whistle specifically for Halloween.
Copy.
Yeah. What about you? What was your favorite costume?
So
Wait, you did a ridiculous one when you were a child. Why don't you talk about that?
So one year I was I don't know if this is what you're talking about. One year I was a platter, like a head on a platter. Is that what you're talking about?
Maybe you were like a piece of furniture one year. Or
Yeah,
something.
well, I wasn't a piece of furniture. I was okay. So this is from Disney Channel. So Disney Channel used to do these things where they would show like cool decoration ideas for Halloween, and I loved like decorating for Halloween and having like a spooky vibe, right?
Yeah.
And one of the things they showed was like how to be a head on a platter. And they basically were like, you cut a hole in a piece of foam, and then you like make a platter, and then you're like they take the thing off, and you're like a dead, like beheaded person on a platter, right? Kind of like in Drag Race.
Sure. Yeah.
You know that
your mother died socks in hell.
Yes, kind of like that.
Season 6.
Kind of like that. And so that's what I went as for Halloween. It was supposed to be like a decoration thing, but I was like, I want that to be my costume. I was probably like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
And
we need to contact our mothers to get pictures.
Yeah,
that
we'll
we
get
can,
some
that we can
pictures.
post.
I'm pretty sure I have a picture of that. Yeah, and I like walked around, like the table was like on my shoulders, and I was like with the platter on my head, and I like walked around as
my
a
God.
head on a platter. Then one year I was a bat. We made that costume from scratch. We would like make the costumes like.
That's fun. I
Yeah.
never did that. I wish I could, but no one sewed.
Now
you
with
know?
Amazon though, it's like you can just buy pieces and parts and like make your own costume, kind of.
Yeah,
It used to be that like you either had to make it or you buy like a prepackaged
like a
costume.
pre-standard one, and that's what I would always do.
Yeah. One year I was a banana, like
I
I
was-
was like the prepackaged.
Oh,
banana
I was
costume.
bacon one year.
Love that.
I was strips of bacon.
love.
Yeah.
Um.
No one wore the eggs costume, so I was just. It was supposed to be like bacon and eggs, so I was just bacon.
I mean, bacon stands alone.
Yeah, and I wore a leather jacket and like khaki pants, and then I put the bacon strips over me,
Love
the
that.
costume, and that's what it was.
In college one year, I was like a fairy biker. Like I wore a leather jacket and then like fairy wings and a tutu, and I was like the tooth fairy, but like, you know, as like a biker kind of guy. Random but fun.
So you copied Tsunami Muse's Snatch Game. That's what it sounds like.
Oh,
to
maybe,
me.
but it was before that.
She was like the bad tooth fairy. You remember that?
No, I don't remember that.
Season 16.
Okay, well, this was years before that.
Okay, well maybe she stole it from you.
Maybe she did. Yeah, I did a couple of fun like. One year I was like ABBA with my roommates. But it was really like low budget. But it was fun because we were 2 girls and 2 guys.
That is fun.
Yeah, we were 2 girls and 2 guys, so we were ABBA.
That is really fun.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, one year in college, me and like my friend group, there was like 5 or 6 of us.
Yeah.
We did Big Mouth as a
Oh,
it was like the
fun.
first year of Big Mouth or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. Who
and
were you?
I was Andrew.
Okay.
Jerome, our producer, was Coach Steve.
Oh, I thought he was maybe Nick.
No, he should have been, but he was Coach Steve.
Wow.
Then our friend Brendan, who you know, was Nick.
Okay.
And so I was Andrew.
Got it.
Yeah,
Love.
I wore a red beret, a green shirt, and jeans, and all that. And Chloe was Libby, I think, or is that her name?
Or Jessie. There's Jessie.
No, Jessie was another girl.
Oh,
She was Libby.
okay.
Is that Is that the character's name?
I think so. I haven't watched
the
that
one
show
who
in a
wears
long
the
time.
yellow shirt and the overalls. Yeah. That's who Chloe was.
Love that.
So we did it. We did it up. And we went out like that, and people thought we were cool.
Fabulous.
And that's what I will continue to tell myself.
You were cool, and you are cool.
Thank you, honey.
And we have done real justice to Glinda and Elphaba. I'll say that.
There's been some confusion overlooming here at Shiz.
But of course, I'll care for Nessa.
But of course, I'll rise above it. For I know that's how you want me to respond. Yes. There's been some confusion, for you see my roommate is unusually and exceedingly peculiar and altogether quite impossible to describe.
Blonde.
There you have it.
I mean, are we going to sing Wicked on the podcast every week until the movie comes out?
No one mourns the wicked.
Bum, bum, bum. Oh, gosh.
We need this goddamn movie.
I know. We got to try to refrain from talking about it until the movie comes out so that we can do our whole episode.
There you go. Well, anyway, that was our Halloween episode. It was a bit more morbid than I thought it was going to be.
Well, me too, but it's okay. Have a wonderful Halloween, everyone.
Yeah, stay safe. Don't get hit by a car. Check
your candy.
Yeah, don't eat any candy that's like in open wrappers.
Yeah. Watch your children when you cross the street.
I mean, all these things are essential to having a safe and productive Halloween.
Absolutely.
Oh my God, one time Halloween was in November for New Jersey.
You remember Hurricane Sandy Halloween?
Yeah.
I remember Hurricane Sandy Halloween.
We had Halloween in November that year. That was weird.
We had it on the regular day. Like, it wasn't as crazy, but there were like trees down.
Well, our
stuff.
entire state was like destroyed. Like, so.
Yeah.
So we were like, trees, power lines, like the whole shebang. And so like a week later when power was like back everywhere,
That's
they
when
did
it.
They like set an official date for Halloween, and then like everybody went out in their costumes in November. It was
so crazy.
It was bizarre because like you'd never expect, like Halloween in November. Like, what is that?
It's like it's so tied to the date.
I know.
And, like when the date is over, you're like, well,
I know.
It just doesn't feel right.
It was so bizarre. And then another thing was that our neighborhood would do every year. We called it ghosting.
Oh yeah, we did that too. Ghosting. Did
you have ghosting? Yeah, but it's not what it means now. The modern vernacular has changed the meaning.
No, you'd put the ghost on someone's door.
Yeah, so you would like make a ghost with like newspaper and a plastic garbage bag, and you would tie like the newspaper in the kitchen garbage bag and then draw a face on it, and so it looked like a ghost. And then you would get like a basket of Halloween goodies, and you would go to a neighbor's house, and ring their doorbell and run away before they answer the door. And they would just have like a ghost and Halloween goodies, and then they would do it to the next house.
You had to like pass it forward.
Yeah, it was like really fun.
I remember that. I totally remember it. When we did it, it was like a printout of there was like a certain image of a ghost. It wasn't like a bag. It was it was like an image that you printed out, and then you were supposed to tape it on someone's door and then also leave a basket.
Oh, okay. No, you would like make your own like ghost with like a kitchen garbage bag and newspaper.
That's more fun.
And then, but there was like a sheet of paper that said "You've been ghosted." Like everybody used the same sheet of paper.
Okay, maybe I'm remembering the sheet of paper.
Yeah,
then.
It said like "You've been ghosted. Make sure you pass it along to the next house," or blah blah blah, or whatever. But yeah, we would do that every year, and I thought that was really fun.
I mean, what more is there?
Yeah, is that
spreading Halloween joy?
Is that a tradition anywhere else?
I think it is.
It is?
I've seen it on.
Yeah,
online.
let us know in the comments if that's a tradition in your town. Ghosting.
Yeah. Have you been ghosted?
Or boo friends? Baskets is another term I've heard.
Boo baskets.
Let us know.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Well, stay safe.
Yeah.
Have a happy Halloween.
Yeah.
Get in the spirit.
Yeah. Don't be like us. Be
Yeah.
be happy and joyful this
Yeah.
Halloween season.
We love you all.
We do, except the Drag Race fandom.
Stop hating on Jacob. He did nothing wrong. He was not involved.
I didn't do it, Tina. I didn't do it.
I don't know that.
Okay, bye.
Bye.